Hi everyone, I'm Maggie from Grade A, and here's a small fact about me. As a hobby, I am a creative writer, a journalist, and a public speaker. In my spare time, I have crafted numerous stories, biographies, action, horror, science fiction, romance, you name it. But today, on this special occasion, I would like to present to you something different, a fairy tale. And according to the study published by the journal Psychology Today, suggests that up to 70% of women and 50% of men has experienced a version of this fairy tale at some point in their lives. And today, I would like to share this story with you. Once upon a time, in a faraway kingdom, there lived a beautiful queen. She is smart, ambitious, vigilant, and moreover, she is secure, confident, and unconcerned. The key to her success is a magic mirror. Every day she stood before it and asked, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" The mirror always stared right back into her eyes and says, "You, my queen, are the most beautiful girl in this world." So far, this is all very dreamlike, isn't it? And for the past decade, I have relied on this mirror to give me confidence in how I look. Too bad for me, I started to learn not about school or the academics, but about the culture of the society I live in and has grown up in, where the ideal image for a perfect Asian girl is a V-shaped face, pristine skin, high cheekbones, big eyes, and thick eyebrows. I still remember the devastating Wednesday afternoon when I overheard a group of girls chatting near my locker. "Hey, do you know Maggie? I heard that she's hanging around that guy Jason a lot. Do you think Jason has a crush on her?" Oh my God, no way. I mean, she's just average. Her skin is a little too dark for anybody who's trying to look remotely cute. And have you ever seen her eyes? I'm sorry, I mean, I can just barely see them. And her hair isn't doing her any favor at all. It is always a mess, or it is just flat and lifeless. Screaming out of frustration, I rushed into the bathroom, slammed the door shut, and asked my inner mirror, "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" This time, instead of hearing the solid answer, "Me," as always, it said, "Snow White." And who is Snow White? Don't ask me, because I don't really know the answer. But then for years, I tried to become Snow White. The mirror said that if you put on your makeup, do your hair, paint your nails, control what you eat, you will be like Snow White. And I listened to the mirror. I put on my makeup, did my hair so now it's nice and curly, painted my nails, and never touched a single chocolate bar for the rest of the year. And suddenly, I felt like Snow White, the fantasy princess. I found the love of my life, lived in a castle, had lots of friends. Everybody admired me. And I lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for listening, guys. Just kidding. Fairy tales always end like that. But real life never does. I pulled out my mirror and asked it one more time. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all?" But this time, it still gave me the answer. Snow White. There is one thing with mirrors in this particular one. It tells me what's wrong, I fix it, it tells me what's wrong with me again, and I fix it again. And this whole cycle went on and on for many years. And guess what? I never got to become Snow White. And the more I cared, the more depressed I felt about this. And that's when I started asking myself, exactly how pale is pale, how slim is slim, and how beautiful would be considered beautiful. It was only when I started grade A that I discovered that I had a case of what doctors and psychologists call body dysmorphic disorder. otherwise known as appearance anxiety. Whenever we type the term of beautiful, young, attractive, pretty Asian women into Google, all that popped out are these pictures of young girls with V-shaped face, pristine skin, high cheekbones, big eyes, and thick eyebrows. This search engine shows us pictures of supermodels, actors, actresses, and K-pop idols, telling us that, wow, look at her. She's Jenny. She's rich. She's successful. She's popular. She has lots of fans that love her. She has it all. And you don't. Well, and that some years has passed before I started to realize that yes, indeed, she is popular, and yes, she is very attractive. But I started to ask, what if I don't want to be like Snow White anymore? Have you guys ever noticed the picture in my biography? I guess no. This one. According to some of my really honest friends, they say that, well, Maggie, you look absolutely gorgeous on that picture. And that is really cute. However, being the honest and trustworthy friend that I am, I'm telling you that it looks kind of fake. And I'm here today in front of all of you confessing that this picture was the work of a makeup artist, a fashion stylist, a hairstylist, a photographer, an editor, and their assistants. And by the way, my mom paid 1,000 RMB for that. And that is when I started to realize that these Snow Whites whom we think are perfect, they actually aren't. And nor are K-pop idols, Hollywood actresses, and supermodels. And nor am I, even though I try to pretend that I am sometimes. Finally, I shattered this mirror of stereotypical standards and false expectations. I guess for me, I never got to become Snow White. And I think nobody really does. Because Snow White isn't real, and I am. And I lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you for listening.